My name is Brittany, and I am a fairly new diagnosed member of the MS community. I just decided to make a video to hopefully maybe help some people out and answer some questions. First thing is, what is MS? Well, your white blood cells are made to attack like viruses and stuff like that, things that are considered threatening to your body. With MS, the white blood cells start attacking your nerves because they think there's a threat, even though there isn't. Now, every nerve is coated with a protective covering called a myelin sheath. And normally, you just have your signals go in a straight line, go through your nerves. Now, when the white blood cells eat away at the myelin sheath, you get kind of a Swiss cheese effect, I guess, on your nerves, and then you have all these signals shooting up the sides of the nerves as well, and that confuses the body, which is why you get numbness and stuff like that. Now, with the MRI, I'm not very good with the spinal cord. I don't quite know what I'm looking at yet. But the MRI, you have your gray area, and then you have your fissures. They look like little rivers. And then you see little white spots. Some little, some big. And those are what I call the battlefields. Those are the areas that are active of the brain, the areas that are being attacked. Now, when small areas have been attacked to a point where they can't function anymore, they die out. And then you get the little black specks that you see, and those are called wormholes. So, I hope that helps. Alright, let's see. Feelings. There's a big one. I tried to fight how I felt. You know, I mean, I would get frustrated, I would get angry. And what I learned is that it's best to just let yourself feel the way you feel. It's new, it's life-changing, and it's difficult. And there's nothing wrong with being upset, frustrated. It's okay. Allow yourself to feel those things. Your body's already struggling with itself. But yeah. I mean, you know, I used to be a sporadic. I like that word, but I don't think it'll fit in that context. Anyways, I used to be an avid runner. You know, 3-4 miles. I can cover that, and now I think the only way I could cover 3-4 miles is if a car dropped me off at the top of the hill and I pencil rolled down the hill to the bottom. That might be the only way. Doctors. Now, I had actually my first exacerbation 5 years ago, and I walked across a parking lot without a shoe, and I thought it was just a vitamin deficiency, so I took some vitamins, and then I moved to Florida, and it got worse again, and I went and saw a doctor who at the time was so focused on seizures I was having at the time that he said that the abnormalities in my MRI weren't severe enough to be causing problems. And that was after going to the hospital almost every week for a year. And then the doctor above him said that he shouldn't have said that, and they wanted to start the whole process all over, and I was done. I had had enough. I did not have the energy.
But, you know, then I let it sit, and I couldn't run anymore, and then I couldn't jog anymore, and then some days I got up and, you know, I couldn't even walk across the room, or, you know, without looking like I was drunk. And that's when I got insurance through my work, and I did research. I looked up doctors, I talked to patients, I looked at awards, I looked at, you know, boards that they were on, articles they had written, and I did my research, and I found a very good team of doctors that work together. And within 2 weeks, they diagnosed me, and within 1 week after that, I was on my Copaxone, and I was actually treating something, and it felt good. The whole thing, though, is that sometimes doctors are so focused on individual things like numbness or bowel problems that they don't quite put the whole picture together, and it is frustrating. But, so, you know, if you have some questions, do your research, talk to some people, and you'll find a good doctor. Another thing, talking to people, there are a lot of us out there, and we like to listen, and we like to help, and we've been through it before, and don't be afraid to talk about it. It's okay to talk about it. That's what we're here for, to help each other out. I mean, we're a giant team. So yeah. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Websites. It's good to look on the websites, but I recommend talking to people who are real, not like automated responses via emails or anything like that, because you will run across websites that say, like, in 2 years you're going to be in a wheelchair, or you're not going to see any change in 30 years, and every person's body is different, and we all have to learn what works for us and our limitations, and so it will be different for you than it is for anyone else. It might be similar to other people's, but your body is your own, and you will learn with time what works for you. So I hope this helps some people. As I said, it's my first video. Just remember, don't be afraid to talk about it, and I hope everyone has a good evening. Thank you.